Remember this was a grotty old thing from the sander, that them little wheels we picked up. I'm going to just do one more for you, show you. It's come up lovely, this one. Be a bit dusty, so let's do this one first. Remember this trowel from this morning? It's pretty tough stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't really want to knock it. Anyway, just a little bit of time. And a couple of sanding discs. Voila! Before and after. Wow! And we haven't even started taking any metal off yet. I mean, really, you don't want to take any metal off. You can just run your fingers. What you can do is run your fingers, and you can imagine you are some concrete, some cement, you know, some brick mortar, and you want to slide off. You want this as slidey as possible, don't you? So you can sort of feel where the grippy areas are, where it might build up. So you just keep sanding and polishing and polishing and sanding. And this little disc has been fantastic. The end of a drill. Remember, we bought these. I think we'll have more of these. It's been great for just, you don't want to hit it so hard, but you want this to be nice and slippery, don't you? See here, don't know what that is there, but you can imagine the mortar gripping there, you know what I mean? So a bit more cleaning and polishing, and that'd come up lovely. Way better than that. So we've got to work on this side now. Oh, we're at it, we're cleaning this. But now we want to grip it without, and keep it same direction. You know, here, you'd have to twist it to get it in there for a grip. So how would you get around it? Well, do you remember we made a homemade vise, didn't we? So let's deploy the homemade vise and see how it works out. So you remember we gave it some protection so that we can clamp it in the vise nice and tight. So it's not going to get out of the way that way. And we put a big strong nut on the end, didn't we? So we can get a good grip with it, and we can pull that really tight. Now it's going to hold this in place, just lovely to work on. So, wow, do you remember what this looked like when we picked it up earlier today? Oh, and we've took nothing from it. We haven't taken any metal off it. We've scrubbed it. Yeah, you could do a bit more if you wanted a bit more. Make it a bit more slippery. Okay, you've got to keep it clean. Yeah, the only reason it got to the state it was is because it was never cleaned after the job properly. But as long as you keep this clean now, when you've done a job, it's going to be perfectly, it's going to do the job great. And we haven't thinned it, we haven't ground it down so it's thinner. It's exactly the thickness that the manufacturer wanted it to be. Nice and strong and clean. You know, good enough for us. I mean, you could shiny it up a bit more just to stop the mortar from giving an excuse to stick somewhere. You know, you want them to be as slippery as you can be. This is where it always gets gunged up around the handle. But again, that's just down to cleaning it after the job. Yeah, or not letting it, you know, wash it and then go for dinner and then use it again. Trouble is, you use it, you get your tea break, your dinner break or whatever, and it gives the stuff just enough of an excuse to get a grip. And then if you don't clean it properly afterwards, it just gets worse, doesn't it? So I'm really pleased. That's come up really nice now, hasn't it? It's well worth £2 out the car boot. And having the vise that we made that turns the grip from like that to like this, remember, just for the sake of turning a nut. And so we've been able to work on it, haven't we, in the orientation, is that what the word is? Work on it at our convenience. Yeah, wow, I'm really pleased with that now.